So you're finally ready to install a new router into your home network, or maybe upgrade an old outdated router with a brand new router. Whatever the case may be, this video is made just for you. And trust me, I know it can be intimidating and overwhelming and even frustrating trying to find the right router for your home and set it up. So today, we're just gonna install a router. I'll show you every step of the process. I'll explain all the wiring and how it all works and how to log into the router. I'll explain all the settings, and then the fun part, we're gonna mount that router into our network panel using zip ties. So before we get started, let me get caffeinated. This coffee's cold. Okay, here's the location of our new router. And this is the LINKSYS E9450 wireless gaming and streaming router. We're replacing a very old LINKSYS router. It's about 5 years old, and that router began to show signs of wear and tear. Basically, we were getting slow wired and wireless speeds and a very unstable network. Our network was so unstable, we couldn't download a small or large file without getting a network failure error. And these download errors were occurring on all our PCs and even our PlayStation 5. So if your router is showing any of these signs, it's time for an upgrade. We've already unplugged the old router and you can see it's wall mounted. However, our new router will not be wall mounted. We're gonna mount this inside our network panel. Now, we chose this particular router for a few different reasons. The first reason is the coverage area is the exact same square footage as our house. And the second reason, the router is small and has no external antennas, which makes installing this router into a tight space pretty easy. And third, unlike our old router, this router is Wi-Fi 6 with WPA3 security. And one more added bonus, I'm very familiar with the LINKSYS router menus and settings. And FYI, this video is not sponsored by LINKSYS. Now let's look at the router and get everything plugged in. Like most routers, you have a power button, a reset button, a DC power connection, a WAN port, 4 LAN ports, a USB 3.0 connection, and a WPS button. And in front of the router has LED indicator lights. So now let's go ahead and plug this in. First thing we're gonna do is plug the power into the router. Like so. We can go ahead and turn it on. Next, plug an Ethernet cable from the modem into the WAN port on the router. You can use Cat5e or Cat6. In our home, we use all Cat6. So next, you wanna connect your router to your network. And in our network, we have 2 switches, and I'll connect both switches to the LAN ports on the router. There we go, we're connected. And now you can see the blue indicator lights on the front. We're all good. And now we're gonna install this router into our panel using zip ties. So my plan is to zip tie this right here so we can close the door and it'll still work right here if you wanted to. Now I'm gonna get rid of all this cable. We're gonna cut shorter pieces of cable so it'll all look nice and clean. The first thing I want to do is get installed, and we're using zip ties. You can see right here. I'm going to zip tie this, get like right here, and I'll do one up here as well. There we go, like that. And then like that. I can just cut this later. Like that. There we go. That's in. And then this up here, like so. Like that. Keeps this mounted. There. So. There we go. All right, guys, now we've got our wireless router mounted inside our network panel. And it's not really inside the network panel. It's actually mounted to the panel door. I have to say this is probably an original. I've never seen anybody do this before. You can see right here we use zip ties and ran it through the vent holes and mounted it to the panel. Now we're gonna tie this up later, make it look really nice. I'm also gonna make some smaller cables here and I'll cut these extra zip ties, make it look really nice. We need to make 3 separate patch cables at 3 different sizes. 1 for the WAN connection and 2 for the LAN connection. And there'll be a link at the end of this video that will show you how to make these cables. So make sure to check it out. So now we're gonna simply swap out the cables. I'll first replace the WAN connection from the modem to the router, and then I'll replace the 2 LAN connections from both the switches to the router. And I made sure that these Cat6 patch cables are long enough so that I can open and close the door without these cables becoming disconnected. And I also made sure the cables weren't too long. I don't want a bunch of excess wire taking up space in the panel. And of course, it just looks better, nice and tidy. And now we're all done. We can now log into the router from any computer on the network. So we're going to log in from my office computer, and we'll type in 192.168.1.1 in the address bar. And to log in, you'll need the admin password. And like most routers, the default admin password is located on the back of the router. And once you log in, you'll start with the LINKSYS setup wizard. You'll name your SSIDs and the passwords, as well as the new admin password. And now let's go ahead and go into the router settings. This is our local network. And we have 253 users our max. And this is where we start our IP address gateways right here. And our starting IP address is this right here. And this is our custom DNS server for our Pi-hole. And there'll be a video link at the end of this video to show you how to set up a Pi-hole DNS. It's really cool. So here we go. All this is set up here. In your WAN setup, if you want to do the WAN setup, we're automatic here, no worries. IPv6, if you want to do that, it's automatic. So we'll do some advanced routing. We have NAT enabled, make sure that's enabled. Now let's go to Wi-Fi. This right here gives us our SSID, our channels, channel width, and our mode. And we're on mix for both channels, auto for both channels. This is Wi-Fi protected setup, and I'm gonna remove that. I don't want that on. That's kind of a security issue, so hit save. Okay, now let's go to wireless security. This gives you the password and gives you your security mode. We're in WPA2, WPA3. Here's your guest access if you want to have that. We have MAC filter. I don't use this at all. So advanced settings. Same with this. I don't use beamforming. Let's see here. Here's our security. Make sure that these are all on. You want these on. Your firewall protection. These filters you want on right here for sure. And now let's go. This is fun right here. So let's go to single port forwarding. And here is my port forwarding. Now I copy and pasted this, or I just copied it from my previous router. That's why I said make sure and do a screenshot of your previous router setup. So it's easy to just go ahead and type this in. There's no guesswork. And here's our port forwarding range for the PS5. And there's port triggering. We don't have any port triggering. Now here's your external storage. I don't have anything right now plugged in, but you can plug a NAS into the router, which is cool. And here's the admin, and we got everything here you need. Also, make sure that you have this checked, automatic firmware upgrade. And ours is checked, and we're up to date, so we're all good here. Up here we have parental controls. We can block certain URLs, and I recommend that. Now, I use Cloudflare DNS on my Pi-hole, so that blocks adult websites and malware. So there's no really need for this. So there's troubleshooting if you need to do that. System status right here. And so I just showed you everything you need to know about any router you're going to have. Whether it's LINKSYS, Netgear, or ASUS, these routers all have the same information. The menus look different, obviously, but the configurations are the same pretty much for most. So, okay, now let's go ahead and do a speed test. And remember, I have 1 gig fiber from CenturyLink. And our download and upload speeds are amazing. We're close to 940 megabits per second, and that's our guaranteed max speed from CenturyLink. Great speeds. Our router is fantastic, and we're getting great speeds. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you like this video, give a thumbs up and share it. If you love it, hit subscribe to keep this channel alive. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video real soon. Peace.